If you're using the Skool hobby plan, you might have noticed that you don't have the Meta Pixel plugin available and you cannot set up conversion tracking for your Skool community. Because of that, many Skool community owners on the hobby plan think that they can't run ads to their Skool community. But what if I told you that there are strategies that you can start using today that don't require any pixel at all? Hi there, my name is Evelyn. If we haven't met before, I am a Skool community owner doing pretty well on the platform. My biggest community growth, Evelyn, is doing $50,000 per month. And I am also a media buyer advertiser. I run the ads for Skool, the platform itself. All right, now with that out of the way, let me tell you the two main strategies that we can use. Number one is a strategy, and both, by the way, grow your audiences as well. So they're both really, really great for beginners who need to start gathering the right people for their community. The first one goes to your Instagram. Now, the beautiful thing about using this campaign is that it will give you Instagram followers. And whenever somebody follows you on Instagram, you can actually reach out to them with a message saying, hey, I noticed that you followed me. What sparked the connect? And typically they will say what got them to follow you. And then that's a great way for you to start the conversation around your community. Because a lot of people will follow you from the ad that we'll create, we're actually going to pre-frame and stir the conversation in this direction. Now, that's the first strategy. The second strategy is the list building strategy. So here we're also using Facebook ads that don't need a pixel, but we're not sending traffic to Instagram. We're actually creating a form, an opt-in that lives on Facebook and that allows us to capture people's emails and then redirect people to your Skool group, as well as from the thank you screen of that lead form. All right, so let's start with the first strategy, which is the Instagram strategy. We're going to create everything together so you cannot get it wrong. As part of our traffic challenge, I yesterday showed people how I'm reaching out to people that are following me. So I was like, hey, thank you for the follow. What sparked the connect? Here I got an auto DM. Also, I want to say not everybody will message you back, but I actually had a 30% rate of people replying to me after I sent them the message. And here you can see I get a lot of followers through my ads actually every single day. And so all of those are inbound messaging opportunities. What should this ad now look like? The ad should actually be an organic post of yours on your Instagram. So in order to do this, we are going to take a picture of us and we're going to create a valuable carousel with a hook like so. And you can do a reel as well. My account, I just prefer making carousels. So I'm going to go to Canva. I'm going to go to the carousels that I have anyways, and just going to maybe let me start one from scratch so you also see the dimensions that I picked. So I do Instagram post 4:5 ratio, and then I upload an image. I'm going to pick this one here, save it, and then pull it into Canva. And now on your first slide, what you want to do is you want to have a hook that ideally immediately establishes your experience in the field. So what I want to say is 3 harsh truths I learned building a 50K per month community. Let me ChatGPT it to make sure it's correct. Is this correct? I like actually the word community. I think brutal is a great word. Okay, and now I will actually tie those back to the things that I want people to think about when they think of me and when they decide if they want to follow me or not. And I will also do things that will lead back to my YouTube content. So I'm really doing this as synergetically as possible. Okay, so I'm going to make another slide, and I just have good experience with making them like quotable, shareable. So if you don't have enough of the right eyeballs on your work, nothing else you do truly matters. And just gonna make sure, oh, it's done. Okay, if you don't have enough of the right eyeballs, nothing else truly matters. So I just want to say it how I intended to say it in the beginning, and then just making sure everything would fit into a square format here. Okay, and so when I give them a harsh truth, I want to make sure they also know that I can provide a solution. So I will take another like really easy to read font and say, watch this video to learn how to drive traffic, right? So I'm going to open up a problem, but I'm also going to show people I am a solution provider. So coming in here, and I'll screenshot the video where I talk about the traffic. And ideally, if you have produced videos and or you don't have lots of eyeballs on them yet, you just do this. If you do, you also show that you have social proof around it, right? This is optional if you don't have a YouTube channel yet. Don't worry about it for now, but it does help, right? Because ideally we want this ad to really kickstart our relationship. Okay, next up is the next harsh truth that I learned. I would say the last one I want to is like there's many more ways to provide value than like the service component, etc. What's the second one we can give? Let me see where I have a harsh truth. Oh yeah, if you don't validate your offer against your community offer against cold traffic, you might never find product to market. Big truth. Okay. Yeah, I don't want it to be like too vague. And then I'm gonna copy this one here again. Learn how to validate with ads. And now I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Again, I think very representative of the kind of value I can provide. And then last but not least, now we can already repeat this. There are many ways to provide value in a community. Choose wisely so you don't burn out. And then I want to finish with the A to Z value model. I think this one is good. This is actually great. There are 1,000 ways to give value, to provide value in a community. Most of them lead straight to burnout. Choose wisely and then find your perfect community value model. Okay, so this was A to Z community value models. And now we're going to do like follow for more screen. Was this helpful? Follow me for more. Perfect. And I'm just gonna make sure this is in my brand colors, and I'm doing this picture of me. And now we have this available. Now I have Canva on my phone, and I will actually download these slides and I will post them as an organic post on my Instagram. So I go home, and then you see I have Canva here on my phone as the app, and now I have this free harsh truths. Let me know if you guys can still follow, and I download it now. So I'm just saving it to my phone, and then I'm gonna post it as an organic Instagram post. And as the caption, I will have something like very short, but also with call to action to follow, which I typically would not do in every caption. Now write a super short caption with a CTA to follow me. There are thousands for my complete post with the free brutal lessons, please. Building a community is simple but not easy. These free lessons cost me time, money, and peace to learn, so you don't have to. Follow for frameworks that make your growth sustainable. Follow for, I would say, insights from my growth and community building journey. Okay, now I also have the Google Docs on my phone. Here we'll do a hug emoji and a little seed emoji. Okay, and now I also have this on my phone, and I'm just gonna go in. This is downloading now, I think. It's still downloading. Now it's there, and now I can go here to just go for docs on my phone, and then automatically it will come up. Not sure if you can see this, the last one that I wrote. And now I'm just selecting all and copying this text. And now I go to my Instagram, create post, and you need to check this one for multiple ones. You guys know this. And then I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, next. Quickly check. We want to add audio. I just use what it suggests, whatever. And then I paste the text. Oh, actually, we want to remove the audio. Sorry, because we want to turn it into an ad, so we don't get any issues there. And now I just pasted the text in here and I posted. And now we can already head to the ads manager. So now we've created this post on Instagram. I quickly refresh to see if it's there. Yes, free brutal lessons. There you go. Now I can go to my ads manager, create traffic, continue. Manual traffic campaign now is IG growth. Next, now we only want to have Instagram here. And then what we also do is we're adding tier 1 countries. So I only want followers from these countries here because I know that these are my community members as well. Select countries, add the locations. And here, because I want to make sure that I get people that are potentially the right fit, I actually can switch to original audiences, use original audience, and I can give it some suggestions. So I will do Amy Porterfield, if she's still available. Marketing personalities, they already consolidated them. Self-employment, entrepreneurship, or self-employment. And then I will also say define further. Coaching is typically a good one for me, coaching education. But I'll leave it. It will always be just a suggestion. You can still apply it. So now it's Advantage Plus Audience, but it has these suggestions. And now I'm going next and I'm on the ad level. And instead of create ad, I'll use existing post. Select the post from Instagram. And now you can see how it comes up. I don't want to have the chat call to action. So I need to go back. Sorry, here we need to select Instagram or Facebook as traffic, not as message destination. I rushed a little bit over it. So send traffic to your Instagram profile, Facebook profile. We only want the Instagram profile. And now we've selected this post. Need to do it again. That's okay. I don't want to use any of the AI suggestions because we've been quite intentional about this. And now we can publish it. Now for the daily budget, already $5 a day can make a difference here. I have a little bit more budget to spend, so I'm just going to go with $10 a day, or in my case, it's euros. Okay, and so what happens again, how this grows your Skool community is people will follow you and then you can see if they're a good fit. For me, it's typically if somebody has like a green checkbox, then I know it's a good fit. This maybe not so. Oh, no, YouTube monetization expert, right? So I can say hi there, or first I need to find him. Hi there, or the follow, what sparked the connect. Right, and you can see how this ad will get you more profile visits with an ad that is geared towards following you and understanding what you're all about. And then very often they will say, well, I saw this post of yours and it was what I was interested in. And then you can say, oh, that's so cool. I actually have a resource here that you might find really helpful. Another video. Let me know also if you want me to send you the link to my community. Okay, so this is how you can create inbound outreach messages. Okay, so that's the first strategy. The next strategy that we have right now is to grow your email. The next no pixel strategy that we have is a lead generation campaign. And so what I want to show you here is that we can use something from our community. So let me just go to my free community. In here, I have this elevator pitch template, and we can just use something like this, a tangible deliverable from our community to advertise our community. Okay, so I will create a quick mock-up of this. So just go to Canva, and then what you can look for is, for example, here's paper sheet mock-up. I like this here. Very nice, minimal. And I will zoom out here a little bit more and then take a screenshot of it, just making sure that the cursor is away. Does not have to be perfect. What I still want to probably do here is, let me find a different one, paper mockup, that gives me a little bit more flexibility to show it. Yeah, so I just cover the overlay here. And this is all things that I don't need. Create the perfect pitch for your school. There you go. Now we got it. So I always like to have like a call to action, like what are they supposed to do with the thing? What are they getting out of it? And now let's make sure we're doing it a little bit more in alignment with the brand, although it's not super necessary. I think this is cool. This could really stand out like so. I think what I'll also do is I'll quickly add a picture of my community here to give it a little bit more of a vibe that people can immediately identify that this is about a school. And there I'll probably go like a laptop, like so. And now it's just a little bit dull. So I'm just going to add a plant as well. Plant desk. We're just gonna have this behind. This can poke out like so. This maybe like so. And then just want to make this a little bit brighter, more contrast. Contrast always helps with ads. Yeah, I think this is fine. Now I'll download this. Create a campaign. Leads. This is the campaign objective. Leads. Now I'm gonna name this elevator pitch template. You can start with as little as €5 a day. I'm a little bit further in the journey, so I start with probably 25 to get a little bit more traction faster. Now under the ad sets, we have leads, and here we switch to instant forms and messenger, and then we need to select our page. You need to make sure to accept the terms, and then again, what we're going to do is we are entering our tier 1 locations. Here we don't make any other selections around interests because this is already further down in the conversion funnel. So I'm going to add the locations here now. And then next, I'm going to create an ad, set up creative, image ad. Now I'm just going to pull in this creative that we just made. Next, original. Next, here, I will quickly go to ChatGPT and say, learn or create the perfect pitch for your community using my elevator pitch template clarify the value and what your community is all about. So you can always mention it like the right way and it's not salesy and all of that. Like say that, and then we're going to add like a brief intro of who created the template, and then we're going to say download it now. You can find this and more amazing free resources and training in my community, and I'm going to drop the community name for you. Okay, so this, and then I have here on the community about page a little bit more about me. Now it will write my copy. Okay, so we're just gonna clean this up a little. Create the perfect pitch for your community using my elevator pitch template. It'll help you clarify your value, what your community is really about, and how you're talking about it without sounding salesy or awkward ever again. You can download the template now and find more amazing free resources inside my community. So I already mentioned my community. And if you have a paid community, you would say, this has been pulled from my paid community, right? So you want to see what it is. In this case, we have the free community. Now I'm pasting this here. Now I have free Skool elevator pitch template. And then we also gonna use this as Skool pitch. Next, image generation. These are terrible. Can't use them, unfortunately. This I could use. Create a perfect pitch for your school. I like it. This I could do. This I could do. We want to use AI images if possible, if it's not completely appalling, because because Meta gives us more reach with them. Here this actually looks nice, also because it's our original. Okay, so now the ad is ready. What we need to do next is we need to still create the form. Create form. Now we name it elevator pitch. We go for more volume and we go for flexible form delivery. Intro we toggle off. Question is, what's the best email to send your elevator pitch template, right? Then we want to delete this. Next, we have the privacy policy. Here you want to link your privacy policy, or if you only have your school community, you can also link to your school community, because this is where Skool is basically having the privacy policy. Okay, next we have the ending, and this is where the magic happens, is just one more step. Your elevator pitch template is on its way. While you wait, join my community, the Skool Growth Free Training Hub, for more free resources and training. Just click the button below and go there now. Okay, then we have go to website. Now we need to go to the about page here, about, link it, and then join the free Skool community now. And of course, if it's paid, you're like, join my $X per month Skool community now. You can even make this into a trackable link by using a tool like Bitly. So you basically use a link shortener tool, so you can track how many people actually clicked from here. The next best thing to having tracking on Skool. And then we have to go to website. Whoops. Okay, so now we create the form, and now you can already launch your ad. We just want to turn off the campaign until we have set up an integration. And you can use a tool like Zapier, for example, and then you can type in here Facebook lead ad to MailerLite, for example, depending on what you use. And there's tons of tutorials about that as well. Let's do it from scratch. Steps. What is the trigger? Facebook lead ads. When there's a new lead on your account, you want to connect that. Continue, find your page, select the form. It will automatically pull the form that you just created. Continue, test your trigger, continue. And now you select your email tool, like I have MailerLite. You would need to connect your account, and then you can say add subscriber to group, and then you need to go to your account, create a group, and say, for example, here elevator pitch. And then don't forget that you also need to make a delivery automation. So new automation, welcome email, select template. So when a subscriber joins a group like elevator pitch template, then we send them an email. Your elevator pitch template is in here, your name, and then you can already save this and then design your email, where you basically just write them, download your template here now and join my community. So download your template, join my community, done, and then save and activate your automation so that they get the email. And now we're back in here again. So we're going to look for the group, elevator pitch, email. We're going to match the field from the email from Facebook. We don't need anything else. Continue, test the step, and publish. And then you can go back to your ad account and turn on your campaign. Okay, so these are two campaigns. One is where they follow you on Instagram because of a post you intentionally designed to guide them there. The other one is where you pull a resource from your community, you set up a form on Facebook, you redirect them from the form thank you screen to your community, and you also redirect them from the welcome email to your community, and then from every nurture and sales email thereafter. So two ad strategies that allow you to grow your community with ads completely without the pixel setup. Okay, I was just going to create an ad with a simple graphic leading to my Skool community, and I would like to do it with a hobby plan. Would it make more sense to turn into pro plan and spend $99 less on ads? So that's an excellent question. Thank you so much for asking it. I believe if you have the option, go with the pro plan, because you can use Skool's conversion API and you can directly send people to your Skool URL. And Facebook Meta knows what a Skool buyer looks like. Like, your conversion rates will be higher. I believe, it's just my personal opinion, I don't have proof or data for this, but I believe you will save on the ads what you pay for the hobby plan, at least in as soon as you have figured out your ads. But these are two great workarounds for people that really don't have the $99 a month, or say, I'm so much at the beginning, I'd rather put these $99 a month into Facebook ads to grow my audience in general. So those are two alternatives for you that you can do. You have to be aware that the first one is just fueling your outreach, and the second one is giving you an email address that you can market to. It's not as direct as the sales campaign that you can use to grow a free or great paid group when you are on a pro plan. Okay, so everything has its up and downsides. I just wanted to show you the alternatives that you have. I think this was an excellent question to end this training. Thank you so much for having been on with me, and I'm going to share the recording in the community. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we're going to link some helpful videos somewhere here. Thank you.